And we are live. I'm super happy to hide the banner and greet my friend Nurjesa. And thank you everyone who is joining us maybe during the live. And thank you those who join us in recording because I will mute the music. Now we don't need it. Yeah. And yeah, you're going to be able to see this in recording on YouTube and Facebook. I know Nurjesa is sharing it on multiple platforms, and I'm also sharing on YouTube. So wherever you join us, we are happy that you check this conversation out. We're going to be live, I think, about 30 minutes. And for those who don't know me, I'm Eva Drazniece. I'm using LinkedIn for 6 years now. I'm a partner for professionals and companies to build LinkedIn strategy to help teams engage with this platform and build sustainable, trusted brand presence on LinkedIn. And I'm happy to have my colleague and friend Nurjesa today with us. Nurjesa, um, I will give a short introduction about you, and then please join me. I know Nurjesa from Just Connecting Hub. This is team where we collaborate together on projects, and this is how we met. Thank you, Richard Vanderblom, for joining us both together, so we can have this beautiful friendship and talk and this conversation as well today. And I know Nurjesa is very patient, very tolerant, and very hardworking person, and she's very creative person, very friendly person. She's doing a lot of great content for our team, for her partners, clients, and she always supports her community. This is what I love about Nurjesa, and where you see good posts, you will also see Nurjesa's comments. So yeah, I love it so much. So Nurjesa, the mic is yours. Please let us know, your story about you and LinkedIn and what you do now.
Okay, thank you so much for that very comprehensive and long introduction about me. Thank you so much for that, Ayeva. And I can see that we already have somebody here with us. It's Eugenia. Hi, Eugenia. Nice to, yeah, good to see you. So, a little bit about me. I started using LinkedIn way back when I was still in college. That was around 2016, I think, 2016. Because during that time, I was about to graduate, and then somebody, our our guidance officer, she told us that we need to create a LinkedIn account. We have no idea what is LinkedIn. So she said, you need to create a LinkedIn account. Although LinkedIn was founded prior to that, right? So it should be like popular, but it's not. Okay, so she told us to create a LinkedIn account. We make it just for the purpose of making it. And then I completely forgot about it. And then fast forward 2022, I'm back again on LinkedIn. And that's when I noticed that there are the content or like everything that's going on in LinkedIn is totally different than it was a few years back. It was way different. And that's when like I'm observing and people, professionals are doing something for themselves. They're creating something for themselves that make them more interesting. And this is when I started to like, okay, it's time for me to build my brand. And that is how I ended up here.
But I know
Yeah.
that I know the path hasn't been so smooth. It has been rocky. You have learned so many things, and you have opened up, which is not very easy for you as well for me. It was a rocky path. Tell us more how what it takes from you to to be on LinkedIn. What have you learned about yourself maybe as well?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question. Thank you for that. So, I'm a hijabi, like a hijabi, a Muslim woman who wears like this scarf. Okay, so in for us hijabis, it's I'm not like saying that it is like difficult for everyone, but it is difficult for us to get a job. Like it's very difficult for us to get a job, especially here in my country, because like the jobs that are available is usually doesn't match to my values. It doesn't match to my beliefs. And so every time I apply for jobs, I get rejected, and I feel like there's no hope for me. Like I feel very like I'm getting like a very low esteem. I'm not confident anymore to be, to put myself out there. Like I'm starting to like lose confidence in my capabilities, because whenever I see people like I applied in the same job, and sometimes I thought to myself like, I know I can do that. I know I can be better at that, but why is it that I'm not getting hired? Or why is it that I'm not getting that opportunity? It's not because I realize that it's not because of that I'm not good enough, but it's just because people don't see me as a professional that people can trust, and people can that I can help other people.
And
So
I
that's what I learned on
And I,
LinkedIn.
and I know, Nurjesa, that LinkedIn has been helpful for you to find the collaborations. Like me
Yeah.
and you, we both collaborate with Richard with Just Connecting Hub, and also me. I found, this partnership, friendship on LinkedIn. I sent birthday greeting to Richard, and this is how we started our experience together on Just Connecting Hub. How did you start the collaboration with Just Connecting and Richard?
It's funny because I started to get to know Richard through a comment, because he made a post about the 33 strategic points on how to create a strategic profile for sales and marketing. And then I commented like, hey, this is my profile, because he said like, comment down, paste the link of your profile, and I would make an audit. And yeah, and then I was surprised, because after like a couple of days, he sent me a message. He asked me if he's because he's looking for somebody who can help him with creating his content, and like helping him build his personal brand. And the good thing about that is I already started building my brand on LinkedIn and creating content, and that's how he got interested. So if I was not in the comment section, I would not be here. Right? That's amazing.
We, which is true. I wanna greet you, Eugenia, and also we have somebody joining us from UK. I don't unfortunately see who is it, but awesome. And Nurjesa, but also your profile mattered. Do you agree that when Richard saw your comment, probably, and anyone who sees, for example, your comments, they prefer to see, who is this nice comment? Who is this Nurjesa? I want to see her profile. And
Yeah,
this is the way how we receive people on our profile. And that's the topic for today.
yeah, exactly. The topic for today is about how to create a profile, how to create or design your profile that attracts your ideal clients or ideal audience.
Yeah, I know
So we
that you
have,
have created the great guidelines, and you will put them in the comments later. And
yes.
also, I probably know that you're gonna share the post about it. But what would be your how to say point of view? How people can find you, and how this profile is actually getting people traction? How people come to your profile? What are the ways how we can lead people to our profile?
Okay, so there are different ways where people get to visit your profile. So in most cases, we just rely on the search engine, right? Like we optimize our profile to make sure that when people search for our roles, for the keywords that we've added in our about section, they could easily look for us. But that's not always the case, because imagine there are more than a billion people on LinkedIn, right? So, what are the hacks that you can do to make sure that you can be found on LinkedIn, number one is in the comment section. Yeah, we're going to be repeating this because everybody talks about commenting, everybody talks about engagement, but it's fact. It's a fact. You don't just get found on the search engine. You need to put yourself out there. And you don't have to create content. You just needed to be in the comment section. Do you agree with me, Ayeva?
Yeah, and you have this suggestion about the hook of your profile, right? When you
Yeah,
add the
yeah,
comment, there is this small amount of text which people see, and this is the trigger why they decide to see your profile. Could you please
yeah.
give some comments about that?
Yeah, and that is our headline. So when you are going to optimize your profile to make it look attractive, the first thing that you really need to fix to improve is your headline, because when you create a comment, that is the first thing that will appear. Okay, when you notice when you make a comment, the first thing that it will appear is your headline, like the first like 3 or 4 words on your headline, and then your profile photo. That is also very important, because some people, this is the common mistake, they are like CEOs, they have huge roles, they have big companies, but their profile photo is very blurry. And sometimes it's like a group picture, and you cannot really identify who's the person you're engaging with. So that's a big, yeah,
Once,
take it.
even Nurjesa, once I was auditing one of the large companies and the C level management professionals, and I saw that one person had the flipped photo. It was upside down, like legs on top and head on bottom. It was like, is it a joke? Why is it so?
Yeah, we're not trying to make negative comments, right? We want to help you guys improve your profile. And another thing, when creating your profile or you're adding your profile picture, make sure that 60% of the round, the round circle, it should be 60% is your face. Yeah, because when you comment, it's very tiny, it's very small. And some people, they would put a profile photo where like half of their body is shown all the way to the head. So you look like an ant when you comment. But if you put like your face, like the 60% of your face onto the profile photo, people can see they can spot your face. Yeah.
What do you feel about the banner? Because professionals sometimes, many times they comment if they are employees, for example. I don't feel like putting the corporate banner on my profile, and I don't also know what else I could put, and then they leave the blank background banner space. What is your thought on that?
Okay, so as a person who designed banners, so when you look at this banner, it's like a store, but the store doesn't have anything on it. It doesn't have like a menu, it doesn't even say its name. You don't even know what they're serving. It looks kind of like that. So it's difficult. Oh, Ayeba's back. Okay, so
I'm
it's kind
learning. I'm learning. I'm learning.
it's okay, it's okay. And then, so when you visit a profile, and the moment that you click and you saw that the banner is, like, you can obviously know that this banner is a stock photo, or they just copied it. And sometimes they would just like put like a big logo of their company. I think it's fine. The logo is fine, but try to make it look like it's you. Like, about you and how you can help people. So they don't have to go to your about section. They don't have a lot of people. They just look into your headline, look into your banner, and that's it.
That's
So
true.
if you can't even tell people how you can help them with just your banner alone, you would lose it.
Yeah, but many times professionals say, I don't want to promote anything. I don't want to sell anything. Imagine they are professionals representing the company, but they're not owners. They're just, experts in their field, and they don't feel like promoting themselves. What can be the solution for the banner? How they can play around with this section if it's so important, because I agree with you. It's just a couple, milliseconds people
Okay,
arrive in your profile.
if you don't want to be, if you don't want to be salesy, if you don't want to sound too salesy, try to find something fun. Like, let's say you are CFO at night and something in the morning, something like that, or a dog loving X, something that people would people would get help with you because they can relate to you. So it doesn't really have to be about like selling stuff. It can be, the purpose of your banner can be something to make you memorable, something that people can understand what you can help, how you can help them. And another thing is like to boost of your personality. So because there's a lot of professionals on LinkedIn and you only have a few seconds to make people, to impress people, so you really need to give your best shot, make the most out of it.
I want to bring this up, Nurjesa. How do you feel about this balancing, personal and professional? Because I receive quite often comments from, people, experts, and they say, okay, this is professional platform. Why I should be personal? Why I should show my, personality? Where is it supposed to be shown on banner or any other sections on profile? But I think it's essential that you show your soul and your expertise. It's your personal landing page. It's not only about where you work, but how you engage with world, what you love, what you can bring to other people's lives, not only work wise, but also like a human. Because here on LinkedIn, it's the network. It's not some robot. It's really people who connect with each other. What do you feel about this personal professional balance?
Okay, so if it's just you personally, if it's your profile, you're doing it on your own, it's not like your company is telling you to create a LinkedIn profile, then it's really a personal choice for you to be more distinct or show your unique side to your audience. But okay, this is something that I've also learned working with Just Connecting, because there are companies that they would create one design for a banner, and then this banner would be shared with all the employees, so all of the employees will have the same banner. So if if this is the case, and if you want to be something unique, okay, if you want to showcase yourself, and without going far from what your company wants, so try to consolidate a suggestion with your legal team, or
No.
whoever is the people behind the campaign on LinkedIn. So try to ask them how you can incorporate your personality with your banner, because they're just waiting for you guys. They're just waiting for you to tap in and give your suggestions. Don't hesitate to, like you're like a robot where what people say and then you just you just do it. So try to be proactive on it. That's very important.
Yeah, I think, and many professionals are also scared, can I, how can I promote company on my profile, and should I promote? And I'm just an employee, I don't want to harm anything to my company, but proactivity is, sometimes it can be punished, but you never know before you ask, right?
Yeah. So I have an example for you. I just recently, I think like 2 weeks ago, there was a plastic company that reached out to me, and then the 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 manager behind the page reach out to me and ask if I can give her advice on how to make the page more lively. And I look into their profile, to their LinkedIn page, and I saw that it's like everything you see is just uniform. The banner on the company page is the same banner of the employees. It's like, where's the soul of this
Yeah,
company, you know?
sure.
And to tell you honestly, guys, people, they are not attracted with corporations. They're attracted with the people behind the corporation. If
Or
you
in
want,
front, or in front.
yes, exactly. They're attracted to the people who are in the front and behind the company. Do you get me? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it's a sad thing, but yeah, when I look into the profile of the manager, it's like, oh my god, like if you're gonna use this as an example, you can put your face, like let's say you're it's a plastic company, it's a boring company, let's be honest. But if you try to, yeah, I'm serious because she told me that. She admitted to herself. She told me, I know it's a boring company, I'm going to be upfront to you. She told me that.
I don't want to let you to speak something that you will
No, no, no,
regret
no, no,
later.
no, not at all, not at all. Not at all. But this is something that we can learn, right? We can learn from this the what's happening right now. So if you want to make it look attractive, let's say you are an employee of a company, and then you still want to create a personal brand, even though you're working for this company. So try to create a head, like a tagline in your banner, a tagline in your banner that shows about how you can help, or like your role as an employee of this company, and try to add, try to add unique a unique part of you, like what makes you unique as a person working for this company. So
Yeah,
this is
and
something you can do, and then you add your face. Don't be shy to add your faces, because this is what makes your brand alive. Your face. Without the
no,
face, it's very like dead.
I don't think that many professionals wish to, promote themselves or create the brand. They don't have this urge and they don't see the why. I think, in general, change of the profile starts with your why you need this platform and why you establish your profile here. And so it starts with a goal. And if you don't have a goal, or you just have a profile where you have forgotten even your password to enter your profile, then it's a big question mark why my company wants me to improve my profile. And then I think it's useful to have yourself idea, why your reputation matters, why you are in this business, in the network, in this region, that other people rely on you, other people look for you. And it's your reputation. The profile is for you. It's your own reputation. It's your landing page, and then it's linked to the company which you represent. So company helps you and you help company to establish this credibility. But first, it's personal reason why you should be on LinkedIn, why you should improve your profile. It's not because company asks you.
Exactly, exactly. And another thing, because people are not active, they technically not active on LinkedIn. They start to get active when they lose a job. Let's be clear here. When they lose a job, that's when they update their LinkedIn profile. Or when they feel threatened in their job, so they start upgrading their profile. But like, if you really want to make this work, you really need to invest on it. Don't just think about your company, right? Think about yourself, because building a profile that not just attract, let's say, people who are interested with the company you're working with, but also is attracted about you as a professional. So focus on that. So when those unforeseen events happen, you are prepared, right? Like, let's say you lost a job, it's fine. you have a strong network that you can tap with. You have a strong audience that can help you find opportunities. So that is the importance of really getting the work on building your brand on LinkedIn.
You tapped on my experience. I had the same situation 4 years ago. I lost my work as an employee, and I had my, how to say, my presence on LinkedIn already for 2 years prior this moment. And I was happy that I have this network where I can reach out and I can start to help others, and then I can start to post and people give feedback that it's relevant. So I really started to feel that, okay, my personal brand on this platform is really now helping me, and this is like really asset I have been building. So my profile was really useful, that it already had some credibility information of my previous work, of my, things I can be helpful, and how people, can engage with me and what we can do together. So it's really worth. Nurjesa, what do you think? What else could be helpful to raise the credibility when people land on your profile? We touched the banner, the profile, the headline. Any other sections you would like to highlight?
Okay, so another thing that I forgot to mention is about your featured section. So when you are going to create or optimize your featured section, make sure that you're not just highlighting your best posts, because majority of the people, they would just, let's say their post performed, they got 1 million impressions, 1,000 impressions, but like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, what's your goal on LinkedIn? If you want to improve your featured section, ask yourself, what are my goals at the end of the day? Is it book hauls? Is it, if you're building a community, a paid community, or you're building a newsletter, or you're building your digital products? So something like that. Go back to your goals and then use that as, like a funnel on your featured section. Yeah, don't just put on your best posts, or like, yeah, I think it's a good thing. You can add that to like the end part of your featured section, because there is a part there where you can arrange the order.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a part in our profile where you can arrange the order of your featured section. But to make the most of it, you need to find what is your biggest goal on LinkedIn, and that's what you put at the very first, and then like the least, and then up to the very least.
And I think it's funny that LinkedIn changes the place as well as the water in the wrong part of my throat. But I think that LinkedIn changes the location of the feature. It used to be higher, now it's below the about section. Um,
Yeah,
what,
yeah, yeah.
what do you say about section? It's challenging for many professionals. What is your take on that?
So don't try to make it too long. Just make it a practice. Okay, so if your ideal audience, go to your profile, check your profile, make sure that you answer whatever questions they have in their mind on your about section, because these people, they have their own like questions, and if you can answer those in advance without you talking to them, just by reading your about section, that's a plus points for you. And there is like, if you can answer those questions on your about section, then it's likely that they would going to book a call with you, or download your lead magnet, or do the next step. Do you know what I mean? Oh, Ayeva, we cannot hear you.
I'm here. I think it's
Okay.
challenging for people to think one step ahead most of the times. Sometimes I think people believe that other people will know, other people will discover themselves, but no, they are not. You have to invite them. You have to put this call to action. You have to provide the path where they go to your product, your service, your event, your I don't know, calendar, and so on. You have to guide them where you want them to go. You have to
Yeah.
follow your goal, like you said. You have to know your final goal.
Yeah, but another trick in the about section is try to find the frequently asked questions. Yeah, try to look at the frequently asked questions about the services that you offer, and then answer that in your about section, and then call to action, so they would be more first, like, convinced to do the next step, like, book a call with you, or
It's gonna be a long list.
no, you don't have to, like, you can just mention like 3 or 5, something like that.
Yeah, it's quite a good solution actually, because then people, how I see this section, I always tell my partners that this is your soul and your professional life. You put it together to show people where are you going and why to go together with you and how you will help, because it's not about your experience, it's not about education, it's not about some certificates, it's about, why are you here, and why I should trust you, and why should we go together.
Yeah, that's true, Ayeva. And another thing is, most professionals, what they do is they talk a lot about themselves. They sell themselves so much that they forgot about their target audience, right? They forgot about, like how they can help them, the pain points that they want to address. They talk a lot about their achievements, that this is what I can do, this is how good I am, I got these impressions. But if I'm the client, what can you do for me? So you need to answer that one.
And also about profile, because today's topic is our profile. Then I think it's very relatable what you say, that mostly it's the concept what I should tell about myself, but actually the profile is reflection what are the pain points and needs of my potential client, what are they looking for, what they need to solve, and how I can be help. So in general, I think LinkedIn is, in general, it's not about you, it's about how you can help others. So it's about all the topics that could be relevant for your friends, for your clients, for your prospects.
Exactly. Exactly. And let's go to the things that they should avoid on their profile. I think that's an
Yeah,
interesting topic.
let's do it.
Okay, so I think the first thing that people should avoid is, yeah, aside from what I mentioned earlier, like talking more about themselves, avoid using pixelated graphics, because you want to look credible, you want to look professional. And if you look blurry, we can't even see your face clearly, the graphics is not, it doesn't look legit, so it's not convincing. Try to upgrade the resolution of your graphics. So we have a question here. I think
We
we have
have
a,
comments, and Eva is always delaying for
yeah, yeah.
establishing.
Thank you guys for being with us. It's already 33 minutes live, and you guys are still with us. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we have question about from Eugenia.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the question is the about section also a way to establish your personality through? Yes, definitely. Through the way you express your experience. Yeah. As what Ayeva said earlier, it's also a way to hook people to relate. Because it's not just about your services, right? You also want to people, or your potential audience to relate, potential clients to relate to you as a person, not just a salesperson, a professional, but as a human being.
Imagine there are three similar profiles. Everybody is selling something. For example, courses, trainings, lectures, and why and how people can choose with whom to work. And this is the reason why we add our personality, our why, our values, our vision, and why we are doing this, and why we care to help you. And this makes this profile personalized, and also like helps greatly your potential client to choose and understand with whom they want to, start discussion, and where they want to, how they want to work, how they want to receive this result, with whom with whom they want to work together. So yeah.
That's a very good answer, Ava. I like that.
So what do I write next? Pixel pictures. I really join it. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's important.
So yeah, at the end of this session, we created a graphic for you guys that you can use. I think it's about time to share it, right? Do you agree?
How you do it? You just add it
I
in the
will.
comments. Yeah,
Okay, so I'm just going to share the link.
in the comments. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me know, guys, if you can download the file. If not, I can make some changes to it to see
But
that
I think it's
everyone.
amazing. Nurjesa has prepared. No, no, no. You don't put it here. You put it in anywhere, because everybody is in different chats. Somebody is in YouTube, somebody is in Facebook. I invite you, Nurjesa, to put it after the live in a
Okay.
comment on the platforms where you stream. So,
Okay. Okay.
because it's not streaming from here to all the platforms in the comments. Yeah.
So, yeah, so those are the going back to our topic, those are the really important things that people should look into. Your profile photo, headline, your banner, featured section, about section. So the pointers that we've mentioned earlier, those are very important because a lot of people, almost everyone on LinkedIn talk about how to optimize your profile, but not many people are really like talking on the things that you might be missing, right? Like in the about section, addressing the questions, the questions that your audience might have. So
I
that's
think
another.
I think Nurjesa is coming with a new post any day soon. the
I
Yeah,
guess.
that's cool. No, but this is a great point. It made me think, because I receive probably some most frequently asked questions, but I've never thought that this is something I could incorporate within the about section.
Yeah. Yeah, and another thing is we also overemphasize the importance of personality. So the importance of personality is very much highlighted on LinkedIn, but we oftentimes forgot, like, what's the end game? What's the end game? Or it's, let's say, Ayeva, I'm a potential client. I look into your profile. I see I'm very attracted to like the way you explore life, your values, your perspective. But how can you help me? How can I do business with you? What are the services you provide? So these are important things that you still have to add on your profile, on your LinkedIn profile. Because what's the point of getting attracted to a profile if you don't even know like how to do business to begin with?
But there is also a trap of cliche, I will help you to get this and this, and then I look at my profile and I see brand awareness and trust at scale, and it sounds like so cliche, but I really know that this is the only way how people can get results if they train the muscle of patience and being consistent and being authentic and providing value. And this is like continuous work, and this really helps you to scale brand awareness and grow trust, and create the incoming this flow of the leads. And there's no other way. But how can you, it's for me as well challenge, how can I say differently, this way? Or should I say directly, like brand awareness and trust at scale? So it's also challenging for myself. I don't know, how
Or
about you?
okay, if that's if I'm gonna do that, I would say you're not so typical. brand aware, like, you know, you're not, so you use the scenario, use the current situation that you have right now, like you're you're not so typical personal branding strategist. Okay, so you can use that.
And then I will, then my clients will be like only hippies. Yeah, yeah. It's our choice whether we play safe or we go extreme and we are having incorporating humor. It's our responsibility and our choice. It's free choice, even if we are incorporates or we are owners, like solopreneurs. It doesn't matter. There are people outside, and you will find your clients, no matter with a humor or with a stiff and safe game. But it's better that you communicate rather than you ignore, and you leave your profile unattended, by yourself and by the visitors. So you better make it work. And I think, Nurjesa, it's a great time for us to wrap up, and I just want to invite our community, our friends who join us today. Uh, Please feel free to connect and follow Nurjesa, who hasn't done it yet, because Nurjesa can be really helpful partner for you. Background banners, all the visual communication, all the post services, and many more ideas. Nurjesa is building courses, and she's a great partner to have around. So use her presence and leverage all the value she provides.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe
thank you
you
so
have
much for
some
that.
thoughts.
Thank you so much for that. And if you would also like some, you know, like if you are scared to put yourself out there, you can really need, you will need Ayema's help. This is her expertise. She would really burst your bubble and put yourself out there and really make the most of your brand. And that's Ayeva's best. She's really good with that. And in even in our in Just Connecting team, that's how she excel with the rest of the others in the team.
Yeah, sometimes you have to be different, and it's not a bad thing, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Thank you so much, Eugenia. Thank you so much, Lizelle and Galib Hassan. And some names are not showing. Sorry, we cannot mention you. But thank you so much, guys, for staying with us for the last 42 minutes here
Yeah, yeah.
live. Thank
And
you so much.
yeah, thank you for everyone for joining, and for those who join later, we appreciate that you see this conversation in recording. So follow us for more conversations on branding on LinkedIn, and enjoy your day.
Yeah.